Hey everyone, Cori here. So I'm here to do a bit of a late February wrap up for you. Now normally Sally and I will do these together and pick our top 3 books of the month, but as she is away right now, I decided I'm going to share with you the top 5 books that I read in the month of February. Now you may notice that my voice is a little bit squeaky today. I am kind of recovering from a pretty bad cold, but I didn't want to put this video off any longer, so let's just get into my top 5 books that I read last month. The first book I want to talk about is The Love and Lies of Rukhsana Ali by Sabina. I actually went to the book launch for this and it was so lovely. This is a book about our main character, Rukhsana Ali, and she has grown up in this very conservative Muslim family in the States, and she is a closeted lesbian. So close to the beginning of the book, her mother discovers her with her girlfriend, and she is kind of shipped off to Bangladesh to live with her extended family. Now what I really loved about this book is it is obviously a contemporary story that deals with some really tough topics, but it also is light and fun in a lot of ways as well. And I really liked how it kind of went into and explored the way that people can surprise you with their expectations. Roxana was a very headstrong character that I really respected, and I just really loved all the conversations that were happening in this book. It was a really fun read for me, and I feel like I learned a lot from it as well. So next up I have An American Marriage by Tayari Jones. This one really came out of left field for me. It was on my official February TBR, but I absolutely just adored it. It is about a newlywed couple, Celestial and Roy, and very close to the beginning of the book, Roy gets sent to prison for a crime that he didn't commit, and Celestial believes he didn't commit, and he is sentenced to prison for many years basically. And it kind of just explores what life is like for them, being this like newlywed couple but having to live separately. And eventually Roy is released from prison, and it kind of examines how their lives have been changed by this act that wasn't their fault. It was just a really, really incredible book. It was beautifully written. It was enthralling. It is an adult novel, but it is also just like a really kind of beautiful exploration of love, and yeah, I definitely recommend this one. Next up I have Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. I fell in love with this story so much. This is the story of our main character, Morrigan, and she has been raised believing that she is this cursed child and that everything bad that happens in her town is her own fault, and on her 11th birthday that she is going to die. But she does not die. She is whisked away by a mysterious man named Jupiter North to the land of Nevermore, and she has to compete in these trials to try to be admitted to this wondrous society. It was such a delight to read. I immediately read Wondersmith, the second book, as well, and I can totally understand the buzz around this one. This is a middle grade book that you could definitely read even if you're not into middle grade. People constantly say that this has Harry Potter vibes, and whenever somebody says that, I get a little bit skeptical, but I do with this one for sure agree. I got that same sense of nostalgia that I do when I'm reading Harry Potter, and I really, really loved it. Next up I have Company Town by Madeline Ashby. This is a Canlit book that really just grabbed me and like really fascinated me. This is a dystopian book, and it's set in New Arcadia, which is a city-sized oil rig. And that has like different, it feels very much like a grungy city, and it follows our main character Hua, who is one of the very few people left who is not augmented. So she is a completely regular human, whereas everybody else in the society has been like technologically upgraded, so to speak. So some people have things that could suppress their emotions or make them beautiful or make them younger or make them stronger. All sorts of things can be kind of downloaded into people in this society, but Hua has not done any of that. She is a very tough woman, and she works as a bodyguard for the United Sex Workers of Canada, until this big kind of mega corporation called Lynch Industries buys New Arcadia basically, and they discover her and want to hire her as a bodyguard for their 15-year-old heir, because as she's not augmented, she can't be hacked. Follows her taking this job, and soon after she gets the job, friends and acquaintances in her life start showing up brutally murdered. It examines where her loyalties are lying with this new industry, or with her old city and the poverty she used to be in, the other people that she used to interact with, and it's very gritty. It's a very adult novel, but I just loved kind of this examination of technology versus not humanism, but just being a regular human being, not this upgraded type of human being. Definitely had me turning the pages. I don't read as much Canlit as I should, and I'm super glad I picked this one up. If you like future dystopian grungy YA and wanted to read something a bit older, I would definitely recommend this one too. Next, I have The Field Guide to the North American Teenager by Ben Philippe. I loved this contemporary story. It was so much fun. It's about our main character, Norris, who is a Black French Canadian, and he is forced to move to Texas with his mother, and he is not excited about it. He is he loves Canada. He doesn't want to be sweating in hot Texas, and he starts to kind of take notes on the people he interacts with in his new high school in a notebook. And it's so funny, it's so tongue-in-cheek. It's also like so Canadian. So as a Canadian, I found it really fun to read about, you know, just all the Canadian stuff. I feel like us Canadians, we really get a kick of seeing Canadian content in an American market. I don't know why. And I really loved kind of the growth that Norris went through in this book with his family and his friends. They end up starting a hockey team together, and it's just so charming, and I flew through it. And I think if you want something that's gonna make you feel good, this is a really excellent contemporary to pick up. Alright, so that is just 5 of the awesome books that I managed to read in the month of February. Let me know a couple of your favorites in the comments down below. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. I'm very happy reading, and thanks for being awesome. Bye!